Hello. Today is Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. I am Jason Shapiro with crowdedmarketreport.com. And this was my thoughts on the close today. Really, there weren't any surprises across the asset classes today. I guess the one thing I would say that continues to surprise me is the strength in bonds. Now, we had a bond auction today that went very well, and bonds responded very well to that. 30-year bonds are now on new highs since they made a low a few weeks ago. And this is continuing to make me question my assumption that rates are in fact too low, because if rates were in fact too low, I would expect the 30-year bonds to be acting much worse than they are. So it doesn't really matter what my thought process is. I trade the markets, but independent of what I think. But it's just something interesting to keep in mind. Really, the action today was stocks. And, we came in today and there was a lot of talk out there about it's month end and there's going to be month end rebalancing, meaning that stocks have outperformed for the first quarter. So pension funds or whoever need to get out of some of their stock holdings and into bond holdings to rebalance their portfolio. Well, the S&P finished up about 48 points today on a new all-time high close. So I don't know if they were rebalancing out of stocks, but it doesn't seem like they were. I've never been a believer in that theory anyway. I've never even seen that theory work, but for some reason everybody always wants to talk about it at the end of months and particularly at the end of quarters. But new all-time high close on S&P today. Say it again. New all-time high close on S&P. No matter what your thought process is, no matter what you want to think about the future and if China's going to invade Taiwan or whatever you want to believe, we do not want to be short all-time high closes. It's just that simple. No matter what the market is, we do not want to be short all-time high closes, and that's what we have on the S&P 500 here. And I've seen a lot of people talking about these like trend lines and these wedges or something like that, and they draw these random pictures around it to justify their thing. Apparently some wedge broke to the downside on the S&P, confirming the move down yesterday. Well, that didn't work too well. In my view, that didn't work too well because it's just random pictures that you're drawing, and that's not going to make you money over time. The only thing you need to know, and the main theme today, is new all-time high close. Now, the Nasdaq underperformed today by quite a bit. It was actually very weak most of the day, right from the get-go. And going into, half an hour left in the day, it was still weak, and then everything ripped into the close, which would make me think those who were trying to short Nasdaq got out of them in a hurry. Russell outperformed today by a lot. So if there was a rotation because of end of month, you could say that. People continue to want to buy the laggards like Russell and the broadening out. And remember, it wasn't very long ago where the fact that the market wasn't broadening out was seen as very bearish. Well, we're clearly getting broadening out now. That is where people are putting their money to work. Based on the psychology that I hear from people who are now bullish, but they want to see a 5 or 10% pullback in the stock market, it tells me that they may be bullish, but they ain't fully invested. So they are getting their money to work by buying laggards, which I believe over a longer time frame is going to be a bad idea. Because when and if and when the market ever does go down, those things will get hit the most. But we seem to be a while from the market ever really going down, so maybe they don't have to worry about that for a while. So money is clearly still out there, and you can see it because they're chasing the laggards. They're putting it to work. They're being forced to put this stuff to work. So I don't know if this 5 to 10% pullback is ever going to come. It's looking more and more like the market is more likely to run away from everybody waiting for that pullback than anything else. At least that's how it's looking today. So to me, the main message today is S&P all-time high close. Think about what that means. And I would be very wary of shorting any market that closes at an all-time high. Okay? That's my general thoughts for today. Hope you had a good day, and we will talk again tomorrow. And check us out at crowdedmarketreport.com, please. Thank you.